So, I just had probably the longest Bed Wars game I've ever personally had. A 4v4 Bed Wars game as well. It went until the beds destroyed themselves, which was actually kind of very surprising for me. And by the end of the game, this 4v4 was a 2v2. I didn't notice it, but I think half of each of our teams kind of gave up. And to be honest, I do not blame them. So I'm going to speed this up and just give a little run through of everything that happened here. As you can see, red is going to mid. I think that's someone else, yep, fixing up our bed. We've got this whole thing going on over at our base. They're coming in early to try and take us out, while they are themselves building up their bed. Let me just show you what happened here, because this alone almost made me quit the game and load into a different lobby. I had just bought myself a stone sword, and I had three fireballs. I had 3 fireballs. And look at their base. I could have easily come over early on in the game, couple fireballs, boom boom, and taken out their bed. But I saw this guy trying to, you know, rival us here. So I, you know, come up and I see my teammate building, and I see he's building towards another person. So what do? I prepare my fireball. Oh, but this guy has to step in a little closer at the wrong time, doesn't he? There we go. And I wonder what this guy thought watching that. Okay, it's kind of funny, you have to laugh or else you'll cry. So at this point, our bed's looking pretty good. Their bed's looking a lot bigger than it was before. And this only grows. These guys go way too far with their defenses. They go way too far with everything. You'll see. So just to increase the speed again. Nothing happens for a long time in this game. Nothing really that exciting. I just want to talk you through what I do this game. Because at a certain point, once they build a bridge over here, using an egg, I noticed this one time. In fact, I'm already doing it. I was doing this for a while. I notice as I'm going over here that they have a bridge over here. So I decide I want to go around. I think it's perfect. They've given me an entry to their base. At this point, I didn't know how much defenses they had. I come over here, I see they have a weak half over here. So I now know that there's glass and terracotta, or hardened clay, whatever. I quickly get knocked out trying to break this open because I think I had a fireball. So if I broke this, I would be able to at least break something away here. Not like it would have made a difference. I come back eventually and I try to flank him again. I think this time I actually have a pickaxe. Let's see, what do I try to do? Oh no, I think this time I try to go for the block myself in and just break everything with my fists strategy. I brute force it, it does not work. They leave this kind of open, so I come back again. I think this time I see these guys are like ready to fight, so I pretend like I'm running away. and then I come back immediately. But they get me before I can block myself in. I do have a pickaxe. So, just to skip forward some more. We're still attacking each other. I keep going in from the bridge. It keeps failing. Failing. I set this up because I'm afraid of being attacked. And let me show you this, okay? Let me show you this in normal speed. This guy definitely shoots me through this wall. I block it off. Here I am. I'm blocked off. Maybe, just maybe. I don't remember how to show hitboxes. Yeah, no, my hitbox is entirely within this, okay? Then he shoots. And somehow at one point, right there, maybe, but the hitboxes thing is showing maybe not. He shoots me, and I fall, and that really pissed me off. I was like, there's no way. And this entire time, I now know this guy has a bow, and I'm thinking, this guy sucks. Why does he have a bow in a 4v4? I mean, sure, we've been going for 13 minutes, but why a bow? You don't need a bow. Look at your defenses. Look at ours. Just attack us. Crying out loud. So anyways, the game continues and it continues. And I think this is the point where our beds get automatically destroyed. I don't know if it shows us in-game or in the replay, I mean. But we definitely have no bed close to this point, right? These guys seem to be broken. But yeah, this is where I'm collecting emeralds, and I come back and I get an ender pearl, because I'm like, okay, I'm gonna ender pearl in and get the guy with the bow. Easy. But obviously then our bed gets destroyed. I think it's at this point. I'm now realizing these are the two guys that disconnected. But yeah, the bed's gone. These guys are like, okay, let's attack, right? At this point, we have so much iron built up in here. I have like five whole fireballs, and I have an iron sword, I think. Or maybe I get one. But let's just watch this final battle in real time here. I'm preparing, buying a bunch of fireballs, as many as I can. There's my iron sword, which probably saved me, by the way. And watch this. First guy deflects this guy's fireball with a fireball of his own, which first of all is really cool. In game, I saw this, but I couldn't tell what had just happened. I assumed this guy just fireballed and that was it. But this is bad ass, okay? This guy falls, he's gone. I think that was another teammate fireball. And here's where I decide to go ahead and ender pearl, because I see this guy up here, right? And I'm like, okay, if we're both here, this guy has an advantage, right? He's high up. Sure, we have a bunch of fireballs, but he's high up with a bow, okay? There's glass here. He could easily build a little bulletproof thing here. So I decide, yeah, I may as well try and flank him. So that's where I ender pearl over to here. He definitely sees this happen because, well, he turns around, and this is where I'm like, okay, I have 5 fireballs. This is in the bag. Watch this guy just completely, like, become a movie scene right here. Because as I'm throwing them, he's barely dodging them. Okay, there goes number 1 right here. He dodges, he dodges, he dodges, he dodges, he dodges. And he's way high up in the air. I know he's about to take a lot of fall damage, but he has diamond armor and probably a diamond sword. I'm full iron, but see the difference here. 16, and he's currently at 16 also, but as soon as he hits the ground, 10. Okay, he falls again, 8. He falls one more time, 6. Okay, so this is in the bag for me. I hit him a couple times. I get us the win. And altogether, that was a pretty boring and honestly very frustrating game. But with the way it ended, on top of, you know, like, that final fight and the fact we won and I got the final kill, it was all worth it. Honestly, it was all worth it.